Yeah. All right. So it's the third video for today. Last video, Legend jumped in. He just called me, so I just threw him on the camera. I just stopped talking about what I was talking about, and I threw him in there. But I do have another video. I'm on the roll, baby. I'm on the roll. So, dedication, right? I'm one of those individuals that stays dedicated to my goals, my purpose. Like I see it all the way through. Like I don't let anything really stop my movement. Somebody made a comment on one of my recent videos, and he was like, "Man, your dedication." And then, and if you go back to my videos like a year, 2 years, maybe 3 years ago, people say like, "Wow, you have great dedication," and I do, man. Like I literally dedicate myself to learning something, being better at certain things, like trying to perfect it or whatever. I want to be great. I want to be good. And I remember coming up, I used to dance. So I was like a break dancer, breaking dancer, and a break dancer. And I wanted to be really, really good at it, excel. And the dancing it was hard for me though. See, one thing that I am not is naturally gifted in anything. The only thing that I was naturally gifted in was like running. So I was a very fast runner. But when it comes to entertainment, I was not naturally gifted in it. So the only other thing I could say that I'm naturally gifted in is being dedicated. Like I am a dedicated person. Like I rap every day, because I'm dedicated to perfecting that craft, that art form. I want to be a dope MC. I want to have like some dope records. I want records to play on the radio. So I'm so dedicated to perfecting, getting that flow, the harmonizing, the metaphors, the punchline, the delivery. I want to be like a great artist, like how the big names. So I remember I was dedicated to dancing so much that I would dance from my house in Hempstead, walking miles to school. I should dance all the way to school in the morning time. There was times I would leave the house before Legend and Doughboy, my two brothers, and I would just be dancing all the way. They would catch me because I'm like dancing, so I'm moving slow. So I'm dancing, going up the block all the way, like just, what I'm saying, practicing, what I'm saying, the wave, the raving, what I'm saying, with the hands, the wave, the animation, the popping, the locking, all that stuff, the gliding, the sliding. And I would get to school, and in school I would dance. So like in Hempstead High School, they got like it's big circles because it was built for a college. And like in the downstairs, like the commons, like where the lockers are at, I should be sliding around there. I should slide in gym class. I should slide down the hallway going to the lunchroom. I should slide in the lunchroom. Like I remember so many dope battles. I remember so many dope battles in that lunchroom too. Like I remember Needles, dope. He came down. He was from, I think he came down from Georgia, if I'm not mistaken, Atlanta. But he had a dope way of gliding and popping and stuff like that. He was a monster. So I remember dancing like crazy, but dedicated. And I remember the guy who taught me, rest in peace, Kareem, he passed away. He was my mentor. He said, "You want to learn?" He gave me one move. He showed me how to do the wave. You know what I'm saying? The 10 steps. I'm saying 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? And your elbow pops out and then your shoulder comes up right here. So that sends your wave through your head, right? He said, "You learn that wave." He gave me one night to learn it. I went home the entire night and I learned that wave in one night. Came back the next morning and I showed him. It wasn't perfect, but I showed him. And he said, "But since you did that, I'm going to teach you." And he taught me how to break that. He came over to my house every single day that summer. Every morning, took off his shirt, made me take off my shirt in the middle, and he made me practice in the middle of the street. He said, "If you're going to do this," he said, "you can't be afraid to show yourself to anybody." And I literally was breakdancing in the middle of the street. He's practicing. People walking by and they seeing us doing all this, and you know what I'm saying, and this is practice though. You know what I'm saying, learning how to move the body to the body wave to come back up and then let it back out and stuff like that. He taught me how to put, like, I can't show you, but my wings, like how to move my backbone. So how to like move the backbone so the backbone is pointing out, like it's really very pointed. If you can see that it's pointed out, like the way you hold your arms, so that now when you waving, you could throw it through your backbones and come out and stuff like that. All sorts of crazy stuff, you know what I mean? Like he reminded me of like going Super Saiyan when he danced Goku and all that stuff, crazy. So yo, what's up? You done that fast? Well, I'm recording a video. All right, let me finish the video, then I'll get with you, all right? I said, let me finish recording the video, then I'll get with you. All right, you can't make noise. I'm talking to the people. I got to get my video done. So, Yeah. So, my dedication is crazy to anything that I do. But there's a lot of people in this world. What they try to do is they try to tear you down no matter how great you become and powerful you become. Look at some of that soda, cracking open the soda. Look at some of that soda. You give me that, yeah. Give me that cherry coke, girl. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, that's why I love my woman, yo. Give me that cherry coke, you know what I'm saying? That'll help me finish up this video nice and bright. Maybe burp too. So I remember being so dedicated, and I remember like still getting the insults. So one of the insults that I got was from my pops, and my pops was like, "You running around here dancing, like that's going, you know, what I'm saying, do something for you." You know what I'm saying? He was like, "You running around here, you know, dancing like a fag." You know what I'm saying? Part of my French, I know the cancel culture and all that shit like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I was called, you know what I'm saying? He's like, "You a faggot." Like, dance around like a faggot. You know what I'm saying? Part of you know what I'm saying? Don't cancel me. And that hit me hard at that time. You know what I'm saying? It hurt. I was young. I was in high school still. Like, what your pops talking to you like that for, right? And it hit me hard and made me not really want to dance anymore. But I still continued though. You know what I'm saying? I taught well over like 300 to 400, maybe 500 people how to dance. Even even so, some of those people that I taught, they made it on Apollo. They made it on 106 in Park when it was on TV. I even performed for the Apollo, not the actual show, but I went to the auditions. I got a standing ovation. I was the only person that got a standing ovation at that you know say audition, and they still didn't pick me for the show. So something's up with that because I murdered it. Like and when you go to do the auditions for the Apollo, it's like you actually go into the Apollo, like you know what I'm saying, but you don't go all the way into like the theater. You go into like this room or whatever, and everybody's just standing around, and you do what you do. You do what you do right in front of everybody who was waiting outside with you. That's your audience, and then they tell you whether you made it or not. So like they hit you back or whatever. They never hit me back. And I was the only person, I was the last person to go too. Got to stand, I waited out there for hours on that line. Got a standing ovation. And I didn't get a chance to perform on the Apollo. I tried though. I tried. Nobody could ever say that Dynasty didn't put forth the effort to do stuff. And if you haven't seen me dancing in the music video, you should go on my YouTube channel. The artist's name is Sharp J. I told you I know a lot of famous people. You know, Sharp, he does all the movies now. He's a big time, you know, actor. And I was in one of his first music videos dancing. So I have history. I was on BET. I'm not just a regular nobody like people try to make me out to be. But it's okay though. Like, yeah, people are gonna say what they want to say. Like, so my pops said crazy stuff to me, even worse than that, right? So I noticed that nowadays people try to tear you down. I'm talking to you guys and you girls. You have to pay attention to this stuff. You cannot, excuse me, that's that soda, put the onus on stuff to make you be better in life. Don't put the onus on money. People try to throw money in your face like that's supposed to be like a trump card against you. People call me a bum. They call me broke all the time. You know what I say? Thank you. So I don't care. I'm a bum. I'm proud to be a bum. I'm proud to be broke. It's not that card you just try to pull against me. It's not gonna work because money does not move me. It does not matter to me. To me, it's just a little tool that we use to get certain things or to provide. I mean, and that's it. That's what I use it for. I don't. There's literally nothing. I don't want millions of cars. I don't want a big yacht. I don't want land that stretches from where I can't even see, like the acres. I don't want a big house where it's like 30 rooms in there. If I open up the door and look down the hallway, I see nothing but blackness because I'm the only person living in that house. So maybe my family we only can use 25% of the house, and the rest of it is just empty and bare. I look down the hallway, but thinking I'm seeing ghosts and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need all that. Some people need it because they've been bruised and they have trauma from their childhood and they don't want to be broke. They don't want to go back to being broke and all this other stuff or whatever. I don't need that stuff. So the insults don't work against me. And I need for you guys and you girls to figure out a way inside yourself to see what somebody says to you that's negative, look at it and turn it into something that's positive, or just turn it into something that doesn't affect you. Like I had somebody on a video game say something to me, but as they're saying it as if they know it's going to make me feel a certain way. You know, but so as I see the people in the video game say it and I look at it and I read at it, I start laughing to myself because I'm like, they really thought they did something to me. They really think like those words are going to affect me. Is it not me, not Dynasty, none of that stuff. You can say whatever you want. You could talk about my hairline. You could talk about my gut. You could talk about me being broke. You could call me ugly. You could say that my life is I'm worthless. I don't do nothing with myself. All that stuff, and it does not affect me. Wanna know why? Because I know who I am. I'm comfortable with myself. I found myself. Maybe many, many years ago, it might have, because I didn't know who I was. And I didn't understand how people can use words to hurt you. But now I know they're using words to hurt you because that's all they got. They ain't got nothing else. What do they get? What are they going to do? Besides use some type of tricky wordplay or try to discredit you or try to tear down your life and call you a bum, you ain't got no money, or whatever you do that you think is good is trash, and whatever I do is better than you, that you could never be. That's all they got. But when they don't have that, think about this. Seriously, guys and girls. If they don't use that tactic against you, what else do they have? What else do they have? They don't have nothing else. Literally nothing. Just literally nothing else. Unless they put their hands on you, unless they try to off you. You know what I'm saying? But then they're not gonna do that. Are they really gangster like that? Do they? Are they really gonna touch you? Like all the people that's on the internet talking about me right now. Are you gonna touch me? Are you gonna touch me? Are you gonna come do something to me? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna come shoot me up? What's up? You gonna come try to knock me out? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have nothing. They don't have nothing. So when you get to a point where somebody else's words don't affect you, you've made it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Thank you. Keep talking about me. Do whatever you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that my pops disrespected me back in those days because it made me stronger. It made me understand the world. If your pops can do it, anybody can do it. And to this day, people still doing it to me. So, hey, Dynasty still gonna be Dynasty. I'm fine. I'm dedicated to doing me, and nothing can affect me. Can't bother me. Can't tear me down. Except for the soda, maybe. Maybe burp and all that stuff. Get all inside. Mm, that's good. And I drink my water. I don't usually be drinking soda like that, but this is good. All right, guys and girls. Your boy O Fight Dynasty. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'll check y'all later.